Bless your heart. Before I went to South Korea, I thought I was an expert, thanks to K-dramas and K-pop. I pictured a country powered by kimchi, boy bands, and spontaneous dance numbers. My expertise was built on Netflix and YouTube. What could go wrong? It's like thinking you can build IKEA furniture just because you've seen a chair. I arrived ready for a concert, but landed in the middle of a chaotic, heartwarming street festival. The real Korea? It's not a music video. It's a living, breathing place with quirks, contradictions, and a wicked sense of humor. No amount of screen time prepares you for the feeling of actually being there. I knew about bibimbap, but not the joy of being scolded for not mixing it right. I knew about high-tech subways, but not the silent warfare for a seat. This is the story of how my expectations got hilariously wrecked. The journey from know-it-all to knows-nothing. That's where the good stories are. Buckle up. My K-drama fantasy was about to meet reality. My grand entrance into South Korea was less K-drama, more lost tourist. Incheon Airport is so clean and efficient, you suspect robots are judging your messy carry-on. The first shock? Silence. On the bus, in the airport, library-level quiet. My own thoughts felt too loud. Even ordering coffee, my voice echoed. Then, the trash cans. There weren't any. I wandered Seoul clutching an empty water bottle, searching for a bin that didn't exist. Turns out, people just carry their trash home. Personal responsibility? Who knew? Navigating the city, a disaster. Seoul is all hills and addresses that make no sense. My confident stroll became a sweaty, desperate pilgrimage, showing my phone to strangers for help. By the time I reached my hotel, I felt like I'd run a marathon and failed a basic intelligence test. The hotel door played a jingle every time I opened it, like a slot machine paying out. I collapsed, listening to the hum of a city already proving smarter, quieter, and more confusing than I'd imagined. My first 24 hours. Minor embarrassments. Major revelations. I came for a K-drama, but walked straight into a silent comedy starring me. Welcome to Korea, where confusion is the first step to understanding. And trust me, I was just getting started. Let's talk about food in South Korea. In Korea, the main food group is delicious, served at all hours. My first meal, Korean barbecue. It's a DIY project. Raw meat, a grill, and a dozen side dishes I couldn't name. The waitress took pity, grabbed the tongs, and cooked for me. Humbling, but delicious. Then came the spice. American spicy is a suggestion. Korean spicy is a threat. I tried buldak, fire chicken. First bite, amazing. Third bite, soul left my body. I sweated, cried, and waved the white flag with handfuls of rice. But for every spicy agony, there was pure bliss. Hotteok pancakes, tteokbokki skewers, kalguksu noodle soup. Food in Korea isn't just fuel, it's community, history, and a hilarious test of a foreigner's limits. Every meal was an adventure, every bite a lesson. I learned to love the chaos of banchan, the joy of being taught how to eat, and the thrill of surviving Korean spice. Street food became my comfort and my challenge. In Korea, food is how you connect, with people, with culture, with yourself. And sometimes, it's how you discover you're not as tough as you thought. But you keep eating anyway, because in Korea, every meal is a story, and I was hungry for all of them. I thought South Koreans might be reserved. Wrong. Quiet in public, yes, but one-on-one, they're some of the kindest, most helpful people I've met. They don't do small talk, but if you need help, it's like you've pressed a secret assist button. Lost? Someone will walk you halfway there. There's a concept called jong, a deep, unspoken sense of community and care. I felt it in free sodas from restaurant owners, invitations to join tables, and soju shared with strangers. Kindness here is practical, sometimes blunt, but always genuine. An ajumma will tell you if you look tired. It's not rude, it's caring. Help comes wrapped in honesty and efficiency. In Korea, actions speak louder than words. And those actions, they're warmer than any small talk. South Korea is basically the future. Internet speeds are superhuman. Wi-Fi is everywhere, free, fast and reliable. The subway is spotless, punctual, and has heated seats in winter. You can track your bus in real time. If it's a minute late, you feel betrayed. But for all the tech, cash is still king in many places. I tried to pay with my phone at a robot-run cafe. The cashier wanted cash or a specific Korean card. It's a country where you can download a movie in seconds, but still need crumpled bills for coffee. The blend of hyper-modern and stubbornly traditional is Korea's charm. you'll see a centuries-old palace next to a Blade Runner skyscraper. Order food with a super app, get it delivered down ancient alleyways. Korea leaps into the future without letting go of its past. For a traveler, it's a constant delightful surprise. You never know if you'll need a QR code or cash next. One of my most vivid memories? The Seoul subway at rush hour. Securing a seat is a silent, strategic game. I finally snagged one. Victory. Enter the Ajumma, middle-aged, unstoppable, and armed with a stare that could melt steel. She pointed at my seat. I smiled, clueless. Mistake. She poked me firmly. Then, in a tone that needed no translation, told me to get up. I'd sat in the unofficial elderly seat. Everyone else avoided eye contact. They knew the rules. My face turned crimson. I jumped up, bowed, and offered the seat. She sat, order restored. I stood, humbled and educated. Culture isn't just in guidebooks. It's in invisible rules and shared understandings. The power of an Ajumma on her way home? Unstoppable. That small embarrassment taught me more than any tour. In Korea, respect isn't just spoken, it's lived. And sometimes, it's enforced with a poke. Lesson learned? Always know your subway seat etiquette, and never underestimate an Ajumma. In America, drinking is about the drink. In Korea, it's about the people. My quick dinner with co-workers turned into a multi-stage epic. Barbecue, soju, fried chicken, karaoke. Rule 1, never pour your own drink. Pour for others, receive with 2 hands. These rituals turn colleagues into friends. As the soju flowed, barriers melted. My boss told jokes, I lost every drinking game. By the 3rd stop, we were sharing stories, frustrations and dreams. The office hierarchy blurred. We became a team. Karaoke was the finale. I sang badly, but no one cared. They cheered because I joined in. Soju isn't just alcohol, it's a social glue, a way to bond and break down walls. In Korea, you go from stranger to family, one tiny glass at a time. That night, I learned the real meaning of togetherness, and I'll never hear Bon Jovi the same way again. Tourists flock to Seoul's big palaces, but my perspective changed at a tiny, hidden temple on a mountain. No crowds, no entrance fee, just wind chimes, incense, and peace. An elderly monk smiled and bowed. We didn't speak. We didn't need to. The silence here was full, not empty, a space for reflection. I sat on a bench overlooking the city, realizing how small the chaos below really was. This pocket of tranquility had existed long before the skyscrapers and would outlast them. It reminded me of the importance of balance, of being still in a world obsessed with motion. I sat, breathed, and let go of my to-do list. In that temple, I learned the value of doing nothing. It's not wasted time. It's how you recharge and reconnect. I left feeling calmer, clearer, and more present than I had in years. I went looking for a hike, but found a piece of myself I didn't know was missing. Sometimes, getting lost is the best way to find what matters. So, what did I learn? South Korea isn't a music video. It's real, messy, and wonderful. Ancient traditions and futuristic tech live side by side. Quiet efficiency meets loud affection. You can feel like an idiot and a welcome guest in the same day. My checklist approach to travel? Gone. The magic is in the moments between. The best parts, getting scolded by an Ajumma, sharing soju, finding a quiet temple by accident. Korea taught me to embrace being a beginner, to laugh at myself, to ask for help. Kindness here isn't always loud. It's practical, efficient, and deeply human. Community is built over meals and a few too many drinks. These aren't just travel lessons, they're life lessons. If you're thinking of going, leave your expectations at home. Go with an open mind and an empty stomach. Be ready to be confused, surprised, and welcomed in ways you never expected. Let yourself get lost, try the food, talk to people, dive in. The Korea you discover will change you. And whatever you do, always give up your seat for the Ajumma.